Hello everyone. Recently TDS released a story mode update, which is supposed to have a new side to the game, which progresses the story. Even though so far it's only half of the first chapter, there are still some pretty big issues caused by this. The first issue is the story. How can multiple of the same boss exist? We've seen Gravedigger and Brute inside the trailer, but they haven't appeared yet, but they definitely will eventually do. And maybe more main game bosses in the future, but this really puts into question whether the story mode or the main modes are canon, and either if they pick either one to be canon, not the other, that's just really would confuse the average player, especially with the dialogue in the main modes recommending that they're canon. They could maybe fix this by just picking one to be canon and like changing the dialogue and stuff in the other, or maybe making it like a like a chapter that's all the main modes, but like with a disclaimer or something to show they're not canon and that they're just for grinding. Although it's just the first chapter, so it's obviously gonna have somewhat slow gameplay, the issue presented isn't just this, but also how it's set out. In normal mode, you have like about 40 to 50 waves in the later modes to allow you to truly build up your defense. However, in story mode, there's only about 7, 5, 10 waves. So you're just constantly completing the short mode, then be resetting back. Be a short mode, be set back. There's like not really time for you to build up and expand your defense, which although they may be longer in the later chapters, it still is pretty annoying to not be able to truly build up your defense. My next issue is Hops. Who is Hops? Who invited this guy? I get that there's obviously gonna be new characters, but this guy has never been mentioned anywhere else in the game. Like, not even named. So, who is this character? I get that's he's gonna be built up on, but like, this is just a random character that comes out of the blue and was like, oh wait, it's Hops. We never know who Hops is, with like no background. So for him to suddenly show up and everyone's like, oh yeah, it's Hops, when throughout the past 6 to 8 years of this game existing, and like 3 years since they started building up this story, that name hasn't been mentioned once, and it's just really confusing to have this main character just pop up out of nowhere. Another issue I have is events. The swap between main mode, main mode, and event being the canon. Hardcore mode or voidcore mode takes place after the theater event, whatever that was, and then takes place before the next event. And the theater event takes place after Null and Void, which takes place after presumably all the main modes. So this really just causes confusion, which needs to be sorted out in some way. And the last issue I have is just kind of a lack of attention to detail. The characters are talking like, oh, I'm setting up bombs, and then you just see nothing on the map. If they just had like little like NPCs walking around that like actually played out what the dialogue suggests, then I feel like that would just be like a massive improvement to like make it feel more alive. Overall, this update can be good, however the developers definitely do need to be careful because the game just wasn't originally made to be like this. And they do have a history with adding something that's supposed to be major and then either abandoning it or not fleshing it out properly and causing large issues. Anyways, that'll do it. Just like and subscribe if you want more unhinged rants about tower defense games.